टाइपिंग कॉलेज में आप सभी का स्वागत है बच्चों। ये आपकी डिक्टेशन नंबर है 95। इसको वेबसाइट के ऊपर लगा दिया गया है। पहले इसे अच्छे से लिखेंगे फिर इसको टाइप कर देंगे। डिक्टेशन स्टार्ट आफ्टर 5 सेकेंड। मैडम डेप्यूटी चेयरमैन, द अदर डे आई वॉज रेफरिंग टू द क्वेश्चन ऑफ लेबर पार्टिसिपेशन which is provided for in the Factories Amendment Bill. I consider this to be the main thrust of the bill and a very positive aspect of the bill. Questions are being raised as to how the principle of labor participation is going to be implemented. In the amendment bill itself, it is mentioned that there would be equal number of the safety committee and they will take into account the question of safety and other related issues. Now other issues are being raised in connection with this as to how the labor representatives are going to be chosen, whether they are going to be nominated or elected. If they are going to be elected, whether it will be by secret ballot or in any other manner. This is a very pertinent question. So far we have neglected this question, and because of that the labor movement has suffered all along all these years. Even in the case of recognition of trade unions, this question is raised whether it should be by secret ballot or on the basis of verified membership. All these issues have adversely affected the labor movement. Therefore, I would request the Honorable Labour Minister to come out with concert proposals acceptable to the entire labor movement. I think the Industrial Relations Bill is on the anvil. He has promised for the verification of membership. A worker can opt out for any union he likes and request the management to pay the subscription to that union from his salary. That should make it clear as to which union the worker belongs, and on that basis, on the pro rata basis or on the basis of the majority, either the union nominates the workers think that should satisfy our entire labor movement. Therefore, I would request the Honorable Labour Minister to proceed further and enact during this year labor participation and management legislation. Just these safety measures as are proposed in this bill are not enough. Sir, I will tell you that about 10 years ago a view was taken that labor participation must be there because socialism was also introduced during emergency in the constitution. As a corollary to that, labor participation must be worked out. Otherwise, the dream of ideal socialism will never come true. Sir, about the courts also, I may tell one or 2 points, because when the employers violate the safety measures, the courts give some sort of punishment. Generally, it is a monetary fine, then they go to the High Court, then to the Supreme Court, and the litigation on such a matter also runs for a year, and the very purpose of this safety measure, which is deterrent thing, gets defeated. Therefore, something should be done. Mr. Deputy Chairman, I rise to support the resolution which has been moved by my friend. The question of wages is going to be a very important question during the third 5 year plan because, as has been accepted on all hands, such an ambitious and big plan can be successful only if there is industrial peace in the country. Sir, we must realize that political parties or no political parties, trade unions or no trade unions, the working class in this country has now become sufficiently conscious to understand the position which it occupies in the economy of our country. It realizes that the development of our economy depends upon its cooperation, and if that cooperation is withheld or if that cooperation is grudgingly given them, then naturally industrial development would not take place at the same rate and pace as we want. We are therefore dealing with a section of our population which is every day growing conscious of its strength and which is also exploited, a section of our population which is every day growing conscious of its strength and which is also exploited today. I need not go into the various figures to show that the working class in this country today is not getting what it is entitled to. I was very happy to read in the newspaper the other day that before the panel of economists associated with the Planning Commission, no less a person than the Labour Minister had quoted figures to show that the lot of the working classes in the second 5 year plan period has worsened and that justice has not been done to them. Sir, according to the press reports, the Labour Minister was replying to an argument advanced by the economists that if wages are increased, cost will be inflated, and that if cost is inflated, there will be inflation rise in price, and that therefore, in order to check inflation, it was desirable that the wages should be kept in check. In other words, there was an opinion among the members of the panel of economists that the wages should be frozen during the third plan period. It was to this argument that the Labour Minister was replying, and he quoted figures to show that it was just not possible to keep the wages frozen and that something would have to be done about that. Sir, this being the case and knowing as we do that the workers read newspapers as we do, when they are assured that even the Union Labour Minister is of the opinion that justice has not been done to them, they are bound to demand higher wages. They are bound to demand that an inquiry be made into their wage structure and that justice be done to them. If that justice is denied, then naturally they will resent it, and even if they cooperate with us, they would cooperate only grudgingly, and this will affect the economic development of the country. Then sir, there is another point. As a result of growing industrialization, the entire cost structure of various industries is changing. Rationalization takes place. इस क्लास में इतना ही बच्चों, नमस्कार बच्चों। वेबसाइट पे लगी है, वहाँ जाके टाइप कर दो।